Nadenthal, daylight on a bridge, stacking bales, fixing mods, pushing limits off the edge. Tractors too loud, AI's gone dumb, but I laugh with the crew and keep pushing on. It ain't fame I'm chasing, it's good folks and fun, living slow in a fast world, streaming one by one. Y'all know the name, and if you don't, here's the show. No frills, no fluff, I'm just Joe, dropping straw in the barn, singing songs about tractors and raising the farm. No edits, no lies, just letting it flow from a broken down combine. Just Joe, streaming sun up to moonlight's glow, a chat full of ride or dies that help it grow. You want real? Well, now you know this ain't a brand, it's me, just Joe. So when the dust kicks up and the world feels loud, I'll be cutting soybeans with a pixel crowd. Ain't trying to be more than the name I show. At the end of the day, I'm just Joe. I don't wear no crown, don't claim no throne, just fire up the rig and farm on my own. Got a virtual field and a hard day's plan, growing digital crops with a real man's hand. No fancy intro, no flashy show, just a quiet stream where the work gets slow. Y'all can keep the hype and high dollar flow, I'm here in my lane, just riding low. I'm just Joe, planting rows on the screen, a pixelated farm and a diesel dream. Ain't no script, just the way it goes, turning dirt to gold. Yeah, I'm just Joe, streaming sun up to moonlight's glow, with a chat full of folks that I've come to know. No gimmicks, no games, no polished show, just a bearded dude with a plow, just Joe. Late nights on Nadenthal, daylight on a bridge, stacking bales, fixing mods, pushing limits off the edge. Tractors too loud, AI's gone dumb, but I laugh with the crew and keep pushing on. It ain't fame I'm chasing, it's good folks and fun, living slow in a fast world, streaming one by one. Y'all know the name, and if you don't, here's the show. No frills, no fluff, I'm just Joe.
Morning, folks. Hey, Jason. Andrew. Good to see you as always. Taz. What's up, Doc? Hey, y'all give me 1 minute. I can make sure this shit's working. Yeah, it's working. I can minimize all that. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Fucking OBS being a bitch. Is that better? I noticed everything was really turned down when I went into it this morning. They updated again. Okay, we're on Arkansas County. A little crank it up more. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Advanced audio properties, blah, 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 microphone. Okay, how's that? Is that better? I haven't even bothered to log on to that map. Don't really have any intentions to, Andrew, to be honest. The fact that I can have the fishing and everything, or the fish farming and everything on another map, that's all I was interested in. Is the mic better now? I don't really want to turn the decibels up more. Good on your end? Oh, shit. Which one is it? Is it too loud or is it too low? Hey, Noah. Thanks. I appreciate it. That better, Doc? Every fucking time OBS updates, it screws everything up. Morning, Lisa. How you doing, doll? Anyways, apparently I own this 46 acres and then this little 4 acres here. I'm gonna put a house on that 4 acres. Let's drive over to it, right? It's this piece of land right here. I guess I'm gonna be putting a farm on this. Oh, Jesus. So I was supposed to have started streaming about 2 hours ago, but thanks to the damn new patch that came out this morning, it took me almost, what, about an hour to download it from 4:45 till 6 a.m., somewhere in there. I've got some ideas of what I want to do, more modern, realistic farm, not not my usual old school stuff. I guess quit talking and get to it, right? First things, I need to change these colors because I had them on black the other day while I was working on something. There we go. Maybe a little too damn bright, but I could see them at least. Yeah. Um, I was getting like horrible download speed. The patch was only 1.4 gigabytes, and it took me an hour to download it. It's fucking getting a little stupid. And my game froze. There we go. It unlocked. Let's see here. I've got an idea of how I want it to look. I'm gonna be coming in off this road here. Um, Morning, DRR. How you doing? Yeah. Uh, I don't know. It was 1,432 megabytes, which is what, 1.4 gig. But it was downloading so freaking slow. Morning, John Brock. How are you? Uh, don't really have any idea on barns that I want to use. I've got some new ones, but I'll probably fall to my ICUS ones like I always do because they're just nice. What's this one? A little too big. Not really wanting to do anything massive on this build. Not going to have 500 pieces of equipment and all that crap. Y'all know me. I'm more simple than that. EXP Customs. What the hell's that? Uh, I ain't got a clue what that is. The building, because it's color changeable. Siding, roof, trim, interior walls, doors, all that. Like, that's the way Tri-State seems to do theirs. Is it all comes out white and then you change the colors as you want them. I think I'm gonna start though with the shop placement, and then nah, I don't want a fucking man cave. Probably gonna have to level this first because with all Delta South maps, there's not a lot of level. The hell's this? Old American Garage. Don't even know where I got that. Probably ICUS. Big storage. Dirty garage. Uh, so how's everybody doing this morning? Me? I'm tired. Really tired. Yeah, I forget you live in the future, Andrew. Might use this one. But man, it's gonna put it underneath the ground, probably. Look, we got both FAFOs in here. FAFO and the other FAFO. And no, Jason, that's not cue to bring in the other FAFO. I like this one, but the ground's just so damn unlevel for it. Might put it here. If my damn truck ain't in the way. Which it looks like it might be. Holy crap, it buries half the building back there. Boy, that's going to be a huge jump. It's either a huge jump or it buries half the building. It's really hard to fix the land on this map because it's so bad. Looking for them stupid leveling pads. So many fucking mods. Are they under this? The hell are they under? No, I got these pads that you put down that level the ground. Just don't know where they're at. And now I lost the shed I was going to use. Man. Well, yeah, I could flatten the ground and all that crap, but I've got these pads that I can put down that'll automatically level it. I just don't know where they're at. Now I can't find the shed that I was going to use. I'll place it and then level from there. Still trying to wake up, y'all. Bear with me if you don't mind. They can't put a damn search function in the build menu. They can't put a search function on the build menu, you know. That would be too much trouble. Let me see here. If I put it here, the problem is I've got a picture that I drew out of what I want it to look like when I'm done, where I want my silos and all that, and it's just a little. Thanks, Jason. It's just a little bit of a pain in the ass to make it fall the way I want it to. So let's place that. Actually, it didn't come out horrible, but I'm going to need to lower some of this. Here comes the slope tool. This is always my favorite. Didn't come out as bad as I thought. Shit. 20 to 1 says when I walk into the shed, there's going to be ground through it. Yeah. Not horrible. Just a little bit right here. And a bit right there. But nothing that affects the overall usability. Except for that. The whole front of the shed gone. Still low. Let's just fix the damn ground. Be nice if they put them in alphabetical order, wouldn't it? It's never too early for lasagna. That ain't the one I just had. I'll say. That is the most hideous fucking Jesus. Let's see how this does. I think maybe I can pull it back far enough now that I can fix the entrance. That's better. I need to do a lot of crap, Andrew, in this game, but I just don't have the desire anymore. Giants has almost completely ruined my love for this game. I I know it sounds like I'm being a complainer, but I've shut up for some time about the quality of the game, and but with the constant perpetual updating and updates breaking everything, and they're almost like an autistic child or something. Like when my autistic brain becomes focused on one thing, like when my like when I become interested in one thing, it's all I care about. I don't give a shit about anything else. I could be standing there building a house and become interested in the puppy across the street, and I could give a shit less about the house until the puppy wears, they're the same way. Like, they start working on a system and then they're like, oh, we're going to go change that to this. Yeah, we're going to do this. Who gives a shit if we break everything else in the process? This is all that matters right now is this. Because of that, I'm annoyed. Very much annoyed. I mean, you figure I've got around 500 lives. Figure I've got around 500 lives in less than a year, and I've streamed 5 times in the last 2 months. So in 8 months, I had around 500 lives on this. I've got shit close to 40,000 watch hours. I put a lot of time into playing this game, and I really enjoyed it. But they broke me. They freaking broke me with their constant just fucking breaking the game. And I'm not even one to sit here and complain about third-party mods. Y'all know that. I'm a Giants proponent when it comes to third-party mods. You cannot expect Giants to sit there and make their game work for a mod that they don't know that exists. But if that mod's sitting on their website, then it should work. I've defended Giants till I was blue in the face against people saying, well, they can't even make the game work. Well, if they don't know your fucking mod exists, they can't really make the game work for it. You release it on King Mods or Itch or something and then get mad because it doesn't work. No, that ain't the one I wanted. There they are. These are what I was talking about. These level bases. Hello, Hungry Rex. These are what I was talking about. These different size pads. You place them down, and they'll completely level the ground. And then you can remove them and build on the level spot. Trying to find a spot where you might actually be able to see them, but like I said, this map is not flat in the slightest. There's literally nowhere on this map that's fucking flat, y'all. If one thing Delta South does is they make hilly. There it is. There's a spot. You place these pads down, and they'll level the ground to the size of the pad. I've played this game since 2008, Giants Island. I've played every iteration of the game. Very few hours in 22 because of being on the road. 19 I played a lot of, 17 tons. But I started on Giants Island in 2008. I've loved this game ever since because I've never been a first-person shooter fan. I've always been more the RP style playing person, Ultima Online, things like that. And I've enjoyed the crafting and the building aspects of the game, but they've just killed my compassion and desire to play. The hell's this? Earth silo? Oh, that's that new silo you were telling me about, right, Pez? The earthen silo. Oh, yeah, this is that. Well, that, and I'm not speaking about anybody that's in here right now in general, but a lot of the farm simming communities just become very, very toxic. Very, very toxic. And because of that, I've backed away because of that too. Would you like another 3-meter plow, Taz? And another 3-meter plow, and another 3-meter plow, and another 3-meter plow. And here's 14 variations of the tractor that was already released in game, but this one has rear view mirrors. This one has 14 color changing wheels that don't stay the same color that you made them. Every time you save and log back in, the wheel's a different color, But they're really trying to appease a new base of players, the ones that want the lowrider trucks and the lowrider trucks and all that crap. They could give a fuck less about us anymore, even though we are what you would call green money. People that have played this game for iterations, multiple iterations of it, are green money. We're evergreen money. We're the guys that would continue to play it if they would just continue to develop it. These kids that come along and come in and build like a McMansion and 50,000 acres and farm at 80 miles an hour, they're going to be gone the next fancy game that comes along. Whereas we would have stayed. We would have stayed. We would have played. Not anymore. Not anymore. Man, I don't know what silo to use. Anybody got suggestions? Don't really care for this one. I was looking for that 3 silo system that I had, but I can't find it. I did too, Andrew. I might buy the 2028 one because it's the 20-year anniversary. Maybe. I might buy the 20-year anniversary just on disc to have it. That's if they even put it out on disc after that, Or if they make you go to their freaking archaic server and buy it if you don't get it through Steam, and then it takes you 10 hours to fucking download a DLC that's only 5 gigabytes on a 2 gig fiber line. Now these use augers, and I'm not really interested in using an auger. And this is an auger one. Might go with this one. I still love Farm Sim 22. The problem is just how much more can we do on it? How much more can we do on 22 that hasn't already been done? 25 had so much, still does, but the fact that they no longer have the same development team that they had on 22, you can tell that with 25. I believe they have a whole new coding team, and that changed a lot. Okay, let's get my road in here first. I'm just going to use whatever. I'll do it with dirt to begin with, but let's see here. I got a picture here I'm looking at. If y'all don't realize what I'm doing, I got a picture that I'm looking at because it's one I really liked on another build that I did a while back, and the game crashed and I lost that picture. So I'm trying to mimic it. Okay, you come in off the road. Go. You've not had long enough to get burnt out with it. Yeah, I get that. You will once you get on. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, I've been pumping up PC to you a lot, and you're going to enjoy PC. 50-meter unrealistic mod that fucking farms at 65 miles an hour. Comes in here, off the road, and there's going to be a circle here. Okay, there we go. Oh, Jesus H. That did not look like it was biting into the ground like that. I was going to get on the Kentucky map. I think it's called. I think that's what it's called, Kentucky. Grain Kentucky or Grand Kentucky or some shit like that. I downloaded all of the mods off their website that they said freaking 2.5 gig file that said it was all the mods you needed. But when I went to log in, it said I needed another mod, and I was already running late for the stream because of, well, giants and their slow ass. So I didn't want to go try to search and find the mod pack that it said I needed. Which just totally blew my brain out this morning with everything I had planned and that I thought I was going to do. And you're after old school cold chuggers. There was an actual steam engine tractor released. Where the hell it is, I don't. I haven't seen it in a while. I had it downloaded, but I haven't seen it in a while. Is this the one they use? Maybe. Right now, I'm annoyed with the onion thing because I've got my Zelonka playthrough that I streamed yesterday that y'all watched. Well, I primarily only want to use equipment that is regional to that part, as well as to the years that I'm trying to replicate. And it's very difficult right now to do that. What fucking ground did they use under that? I don't even want to. What is it, just dirt under there? So I'm wanting to plant onions, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I think it looks rather stupid when I've got a 80s Eastern European style tractor pulling a modern 2000s or whatever style planter. Does that look closer, y'all? I guess I could just set it back to grass again after I place all the buildings. I could reset it. That's what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the buildings and then I'll reset it to grass. And then once I've reset it to grass, I will I'll build the roads then. That's what I'll do is I'll just place the buildings and then go from there. And then I'll reset the field to grass because it is a field. It was a grass field, so side. How the hell can you compact it in this? Bunker silo can be filled with chaff grass or hay after compacting and covering. There's no way in heck I want to try to drive a compactor through that. Small bunker silo. I got a big ass bunker silo somewhere. Flattening feld, imagine that. Is this the one I'm looking for? Yeah. Maybe not. Should have just used this one. Not enough money, imagine that. I'm broke already. You want to do a series like mine, but with an English? I get it. It's fun to do that. It really is. Holy shit, I got 11 people in here. Thanks for coming in, y'all. What else do I need? I got my house that's going to go over here. Which, speaking of, the heck? Okay. That ain't what I was. Is this it? No. Nah. See, look. This is not me doing that, y'all. This is the game. It will not allow me, without clicking again, to stop moving. Which really sucks because it affects when you're going to place something. I think this is the house I was wanting to use. Look how high that's going to put the driveway above the, unless I set it way back here. And then there's grass inside the house. I ain't doing no damn modern house. And I don't have enough money for that. Which I wouldn't use it to begin with because I don't like McMansions. This one will work. I'm redneck enough to make that work. And it don't have an interior, so I ain't got to worry about that. Yeah, I do. I honestly, I try to build within my budget. I know it's weird, but I don't like coming in with 14 million trillion dollars and building and all that. I try to stay within a budget, but I know I'm going to have to add money because I've still got to buy equipment and everything. You know me, Andrew. You've watched me a million times over. I use the bare budget minimum equipment. Bare budget, fucking bottom dollar. Most expensive thing I got was that damn truck. And I never have new equipment, but I decided to go with the new truck. Okay, how's the inside of this shop? It's not horrible. Not horrible. So let's see here. F12. There we go. Now let's see how bad it messed up the inside of that shed. Oh, it did. It did. Oh, we're just bringing the outdoors inside, right? But I can fix that. But at least I can now draw my roads and stuff and they look right. Soft on the feet, you know. What's it called? Grounding? That's what it is. We're grounding. Ain't that what the hippies call it? Grounding or some shit like that, where they go barefooted and touch the grass and all that stuff. We're grounding. Ah shit, this is one of those maps that doesn't have enough angles. You try to do the straight line and it goes off at a 45. They got a mod that'll actually let me go inside the building while I'm painting, but it's so sketchy. Like it affects your speed that you move at so badly that like you'll be shooting across the fucking map at 100 miles an hour. And I think I just screwed that up over on that side. That's okay. Yeah, I did. I came out too far. That's fine. Just happy accidents, right, y'all? Just happy accidents. I'll keep telling myself that. Just a happy accident. Later, Doc. You got a 5-day boat ticket to see? Ugh. You have fun with that, Taz, because I don't ever want to go to sea for 5 days again. Don't ever want to do it again. Not interested. I got 15 and a half hours out there at that sea, and that's enough for me. I think I got all the grass. Might be one corner. But, yep, still got to get this front wall. That'll work. Okay. Now I've got to do my road. We're doing a circle drive here, basically. We'll come in here. Ain't gonna be no grass on it. Let me get higher so I can. Then we'll go around here. We'll head back out there. You know, when they released 25, we had an amazing paint tool that actually made things round and curved and all that shit. And then they tried to fix something with it. Now, I'm not for sure what they was trying to fix, but they bastardized it all to hell. I don't know what they were trying to fix when they changed the paint tool, but it became god awful. I know that. No, this is actual field grass, Andrew. I can't right click on it and delete it, see? This is an actual field that was planted with grass. Hey Ian, how you doing? Okay, the inside of this looks good enough. So I got my house, I got my truck, I got my silo. Close the silo. Get off my land before I turn you into backstrap. I think my favorite thing right now is the damn truck. Supposedly it's got crap inside it, I don't know. So, what crop do I even have planted? What crop did my field come with? The hell is that? Long grain rice. Oh, Jesus. I can harvest that with a combine, right? Shows you, dude. I don't do rice. I don't do rice. What's this one? 20-foot head, 6 meter. That one's 5 meter. That's 7.3 meter. We'll get a corn head, 5 meter, 6 meter. I don't do rice, but I'll do it this time, you know? I'm buying cheap, y'all. Well, hit me up when you're looking for some, Andrew. If I got them, you know I'll give them to you. The hell's this? Oh, that is such a weird fucking number. 14095 6279296 875. I mean, what the hell? I think I'll buy 2 of these. I'll sell that other one I just bought with y'all. Maybe. I might keep it. I got my combine. I need tractors. Is this the crappy one? I think this is the one I don't like. Yeah. And I damn sure I don't like this Brazilian version. Even though it comes with all kinds of freaking tires. But I think the Michelins are the only ones that have narrow. That's horrible looking. I think that'll be enough to get me started. Facebook Reels feed for me. It's total crap today. You don't even want to see my Facebook freaking Reels. Thanks to Caveman and Zach. Oh, hey, look. I got the traffic block. Lucky enough, I can just turn it off with pushing the button. Once we get the rice harvested and we do some selling and planting and all that crap, we'll start cattle. The land's really cheap on this map. Okay, later, Beppo. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. I think this is the tractor that searches for years. Maybe they fixed it with this newest update since they said something about Hey, Cave, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm old, but you're like 26 years older than me, so. I think it's 26, might be 36, I don't remember. I don't think so. Geriatric. Don't think so, old man. You can try to fool everybody, but you can't fool. You try to fool some, but you can't fool everyone. Let's sleep for a month, y'all. Okay, you can stop at any time. What is it? Let's sleep for the rice harvest. We'll at least get the rice harvested on this one, and then we'll get the rice harvested this episode, and then figure out before we end what crop we're gonna. Let me guess, is it ready to harvest? How many days am I running? We'll decide what crop y'all want me to. 1 day, so it should have. One day should have done it, shouldn't have it? Unless this map's glitched like their other one was. Which I hope it's not, because I'm getting sick of freaking building farms. I'm not caveman doing 300 fields in 300 days. There we go. Yeah, that's stupid, ain't it? Looks like it's not going to select the field. Okay, well, because they've got 2 fields inside of 1 field, it's not going to... What the flying fuck just happened there? What the fuck just happened? I didn't wait too long. It wasn't ready to harvest. I slept 1 day and it said it was harvestable, and I came over and started harvesting it and it withered. A little hard to wait too long when it's not able to be harvested until you sleep 1 day. And how does it go from 8 o'clock in the morning in September to 8 o'clock in the morning in October in 5 minutes? Yeah, you saw that, Andrew, right? It went from ready to harvest to withered in 5 minutes. And the time it took me to drive the combine over here, it went from ready to harvest to withered. But it won't be harvestable this month because it's out of season, will it? That was stupid. It's what I don't like about certain... I ain't gonna say. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Apparently GPS don't work either. Even though it shows it. No field course detected. Even though it's showing it. Is this map just fucking glitched like the last one I tried to play of theirs? I should have just went with Iowa Plains like I wanted to do at the beginning. It really seems like it is. It's detecting a field course, but then it's not giving me a field course. It won't detect a field course for force play. Now look, is it just lagging? That it's got to be. It has to be lagging, Andrew. The map itself has to be lagging. Like it's not loading in or something. And that's why when I slept that one day, it didn't render in that it was harvest ready. And then I slept another day. And when I slept the second day, it put me into the next month. That has to be it. That's the reason why we left Warren, Missouri for the landscape playthrough, was because on the server we were facing anywhere from 500 to 700 ping, and it would take 15 to 20 minutes for the server to like completely load in. Any other map worked perfect, but Warren was 500 to 700 MSP, which was completely unacceptable. You couldn't even run. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. This map is lagging. The load-in is lagging. Like, the tractor's not even taking off. You see that? Like, as soon as I was in the tractor, I hit 3, and the tractor's not... Yeah. This may be unplayable for me. Uh, 46. Had to think about that for a moment. I don't follow years anymore. The steering's even really, really unresponsive, so I might just have to trash this build. But if this one fucks up, I'm not dealing with Delta South's maps no more. It's almost like it's a cash grab for them now on Patreon, just to get their fucking pictures that they put out of, like, farming corn in 1986 or whatever the hell the latest one was. What'd it take? Maybe 3 or 4 minutes for the damn shit to even load? I mean, this is a little uncalled for. I thought about doing Iowa Plains because I thought about doing the maple syrup production, which I have not tried. And I've got a really nice build that I did for Jersey Shore on Iowa Plains. Got a really nice build over there. I might just switch over to it tomorrow or the next day and just do it. I haven't bought any equipment for it or anything, but it's got cattle, it's got chickens, I think it's got sheep, it's got pigs, I believe. I don't remember. Then it's got the maple syrup production. I don't really care for Celebuki after the bull crap with Alma, but the Iowa Plains map was pretty nice. And apparently the AI workers were glitched too on this map. Supposedly they fixed that this morning. Was it you telling me yesterday, Andrew, that the AI were glitched? You got it. I played it some. Alma was my map 122. Alma was the map that I played the most on 22. It was my favorite. And I was excited to play Alma because I had a goal where I was going to do this playthrough where I started without a farm and I worked my way up to owning that big farm on Alma. But Celebuki refuses to make that fucking map to where you can start without a farm. And if you do, he deletes that farm with a big silo system and all that crap on it, and that's just stupid. It's just fucking stupid that you would delete the farm because somebody doesn't want to start with a farm. Well, maybe I don't want to start with that big farm. Maybe I want to start with the pig farm that's on there, or the little white farm over to the side, you know. Maybe I don't want to start with that big ass farm with the huge. Now look, I got cruise control on right now. Okay, there we go. So there's every bit of a 30 to 30 second delay. You and me both, Andrew. But I think I gave up my life 25 years ago. I couldn't turn. It's not responding, Taz. It's not responding. The map is not, took like 5 minutes to load the course. Yeah, I gave mine up when I got married, Andrew. Decided to take hers on. It's on 5. But I've got I'm using the real speed mod on the harvester just to try to get this crap done. I got that harvester turned up to 14. It usually runs at 6. Well, hell, that would have been when you was just a wee lad, huh? But yeah, I think I'm probably going to give up on this map just because of lag. Like, I'm trying to steer the tractor right now and it's not responding. There we go. Finally. By the tractor not responding, it at least stays straight, but shit. No, I think he's still here. Oh, crap. Be right back, y'all. Well, at least it wasn't my aunt. Yeah, Cave's still here. He ain't left for work yet. You can harass the old man a little bit longer, Ian. Tell him how old he is. Exactly, old fart. See, even Ian called you an old fart. He keeps claiming I'm the old. I like this old Ford equipment, I really do. You went fishing in your hog confinement? Yeah, now that's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, that truck stops picking up, so Cave's going to be busy. Look at this old combine running 14 miles an hour. It's hilarious. Don't hit it. Slow it down, dumbass. Can you at least respond? Dude, it does not want to. Is that one full? Yes. Hey, Ivy, how you doing, hon? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to crap this map out because even the combine's not wanting to respond. Okay, I just hit cruise control. Let's see how long it takes. 1, 3, 4. So that's about 5 seconds. About 5-second delay on the cruise control. It was worth a shot because I like the maps. I like their maps. I like how there's not a level field on it. I like the shapes of their maps. But for some reason, there's a major. I know it's not my computer, but I run everything. hell, I loaded a 16X last night. That Australian 16X. Can't hardly run it because of my lack of memory, but it loaded. It didn't crash. Come on, turn. There you go. Man, I got a lot of build left, don't I? Even the damn save's taking forever. Oh yeah, I got a lot of build left. Come on. Turn. You liking that Rocky Mountain RP, Ian? Okay, stop, 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 stop. Okay, y'all, I'm not gonna fight this anymore. I'll be back tomorrow or later tonight with a different build on a different farm, a different map. I'm not doing this. I will show y'all the Iowa Plains, and y'all tell me if you think this would be one you'd be interested in watching me do. Ever since the 1.4 update, my game just loads slow too. I don't know. I've parsed the files, I've done everything they say, but I'll give y'all a run through of the farm I built over there and let you see what it looks like. Because that'll probably be the one that if I do any American farming, it'll be that one. I still got the field to farm or forest to farm. I still got the forest to farm one that I'm working on, but I've got to fix a piece of equipment, a trailer that I got to actually work right with the truck in order to make it feasible on that map using the starting equipment that I have. So I'm hoping to mod my potato harvester out to do onions as well for the Zalanka build, for the Zalanka playthrough that I do. I'm hoping to add onions to that so that I don't have to sit there and have 1980s European equipment and then bring in a modern 2024 onion harvester to sit there and harvest onions. But now the game loading slow here is just because I got 1,000 mods loading. I need to go through and drop them back down to about 850 again. Yeah, should be able to. They do it to the multi-fruit, so you can add potatoes to a seeder, you can add onions. Okay, here we go. Let's do a flyover. It's not real big. We have this field here. Then we have this grass field here that's alfalfa. We have the maple farm here. We have 2 greenhouses, chickens, cows, lime, fertilizer. We have bees. We have this bunker silo here that does silage on one side and it does hay bale storage on the other. This bunker silo does hay on this side and silage on this side. Then we have just the old school barns that I use. I put an underground silo here, bulk storage. But we just have our normal barns. We have a house down here. And then we have the greenhouses, which I haven't. These greenhouses you actually have to put manure in. You actually have to put manure in these greenhouses, so that gives you another use for manure if you don't want to use it as fertilizer. You also have to bring water over, so I put a water station here to fill my wagons. With the maple production, you have to put water in for it, for the maple. You have to use firewood, which we do own the firewood production. Oh, we have this field also, so, and this one. So we have 90 acres, 20 acres, so that's 110, 111, 141, 158 acres, and then we have there's a firewoods production somewhere. This area, the Jackson sawmill. This sawmill makes the firewood that you use for the what do you call it, for the maple production. You use this firewood here. So we own the sawmill, Jackson's sawmill. So you drop your logs in here, I think it is. I don't remember. Yeah. You drop the logs in here, and then they come out over here as firewood. So it's a little bit of a distance away. It's from here. Might as well buy that area, so it's always marked. So we have that, and then we have to carry it back up here to the farm. But like I said, we have the bees, we have the small farm, we have about 150 acres somewhere in there. I like this map. I like the way it's set up. It's just small for a lot of what I do. But I still need to get an area to put pigs on, which I think, um, I can put the pigs right here. I think I'm gonna put pigs right here, and then I'll have goats just free roaming on the farm like I do on the Zalanka one. I'll do the fenceless pasture and have it run somewhere around this area and then back up here. Basically keep them out of the maple tree production. If you haven't done the maple production, it's what do you dump here? This is where you dump the sap. Okay, so you go back here, I think it is. Let's see here. You need firewood and maple sap to make maple syrup. And I think you get the sap from here. Yeah, you get the maple sap here. I haven't activated it yet. But I do got some water in it. Okay, give me 1 second. They kissed my ass. It's too late for their apology. Sorry. Just fuck them. Attention. Hey, farmers. We're aware of ongoing issues affecting the download speeds and causing errors for some players when downloading the Giants PC version of Farming Simulator 25 or the latest hot fixes. Our team is actively investigating and working to resolve this issue as quickly as possible. We apologize for the inconvenience and truly appreciate your patience and understanding. You fuckers ain't working to fix anything. You're just hoping to God that it goes away like you normally do. Sorry. They can kiss my dick. Pardon my language. To any of the ladies that heard that, I'm sorry, but between this morning and yesterday, that's 11 freaking hours between to get the Scottish map and then the update this morning. That's 11 and a half hours, almost 11 and a half hours. That is completely ridiculous for a total of 6.8 gigabytes of files. This is the map that I've had issues with on console where deleting one fence over by the edge of the map. I believe it. I believe there's probably issues with that, Jason, but there's also issues going on right now with Giants themselves to where certain gates will get stuck. Like, you'll have a gate right here and you'll open it, and when you go to close it, it gets stuck halfway open and you can't do nothing with it, and then you can't delete it. But I do have chickens somewhere, or actually, I may have sold them. But I got cows, got a little manures pit. But I built this farm for Jersey because he asked me to build him an old school farm, so that's what I did here. Got honey production, got a lime station, got a fertilizer station there. Got this bunker silo. I think this field over here is actually withered. No, it's ready to harvest soybeans. So I might want to get the hell off this map before that's... But hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here and go harass Caveman before he goes to work, probably, and who knows what else. But thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I'll be back in the morning, more than likely. And what's tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, I'll probably be back in the morning. I will be on that map right there or the Zalanka one of the two. And we can hang out there for a little while. But winter's here, so I'm going to actually start. I'm going to start streaming more since winter is here, since I won't be as busy. So y'all will see me more, and hopefully I can get some more streams going before my 1 year anniversary in about 33 days. 33 days? 32 days. 32 days will be 1 year since I started streaming, so. But anyways, y'all all have a good one, and I'll see y'all next time. I'll message you, Jason. Later, y'all.